So you want to learn to invest but don't know where to start? I'm going to help you invest as a beginner with no knowledge needed at all. All you need is a brain. By the end of the video, you'll know how to get started and will be able to invest in the stock market. First of all, you have to understand that investing is not a get-rich-quick pyramid Ponzi scheme. It's a commitment you're going to have to make for the next couple decades of your life. It's not just something you do once and you're done with it. It becomes an actual part of you. You become an investor. You like the sound of that. But why is it actually beneficial? One simple buzzword: inflation. Let me lay it out for you. You don't need a degree in finance or economics to understand that the average price of things that you buy increase over time. But what happens to the money in your account? It just sits there. Imagine if you had $10 in an account you just opened up. You go to your favorite coffee shop. You're excited to get your favorite $5 drink, the strawberry labubu matcha. I'm sorry. When you walk out the shop, you have $5 left, the exact amount needed to get one more. But the thing is, you forget about the account for a year. Fast forward a couple of months, and you remember the $5 sitting in your account to get your favorite drink. You go to the coffee shop and order. The barista tells you it's $6 now. You didn't lose any money, but you still walked out empty-handed because of inflation. You can buy less with the same amount. In simple terms, this is what's happening to your money if you leave it in an account. However, if you invest, you can outrun this effect, bringing me to my next point. Investing allows you to make money without doing anything. It's genuinely so easy. All you have to do is set up an automated payment, watch some Koby, and boom, generational wealth. But what do you actually invest in, and what are you buying? What you're buying is a stock, and a stock is an asset just like a house or even cash. What makes a stock different is that you're buying a piece of a company. That's why it's called a share. You own a slice of the pie. The optimal strategy would be to own shares in companies that dominate in their sector and are pretty much future-proof. Think about Apple as an example. What are you most likely watching this on? An iPhone, possibly with AirPods. What I'm trying to say is that Apple is a great company. There's two main ways to earn money whilst owning good companies. One is through something called dividends. Dividends are a way for a company to say thank you for believing in us. They pay you a certain amount, most commonly 4 or 2 times per year, depending on how many shares you own. The more shares you own, the more they want to thank you and pay you. The second way you can earn money through owning a stock is by selling it in the future for more than you bought it. Let's keep running with the Apple example. In an alternative universe where people actually liked the Vision Pros and they weren't useless, most people would have bought them, leading to more revenue and profit for Apple. And this would have prompted investors to collectively value Apple at a higher price. Because of all of this, someone out there looking to buy Apple stock would be more willing to pay for your shares, more than you bought it for before all of the hype. Now you're probably wondering, what stocks do I buy? You would already know the answer if you watched this video. But for those of you who haven't, the most simple and safe way to invest is through something called an index fund. It might sound like some crazy finance buzzword, but all it is a collection of individual stocks put into a group of stocks, which your money is spread across. Let me give you an example. I'm going to make an index fund called the Koby index. In this index, I'm grouping 5 stocks: Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft. All index funds have weights which decide how your money is split. Let's give all of these stocks these weights. Based on all of this, let's say you invested 100 into the Koby index fund. This is how your money would be distributed. Why is this the best approach? Because it's less volatile and more safe. If Google got sued for allegedly stealing your data and selling it, investors would be worried and the stock could drop, let's say 10%. It would affect you much more if you were fully invested in Google. This is the power of index funds as a beginner. You don't really have to do anything. So now you understand the premise of investing. How do you actually start? What are your next steps after this video? First of all, join the Discord so you can actually ask questions and not be lost. But what you need to do is download a brokerage. This will allow you to create an account to actually invest. This can be Vanguard, Robinhood, Trading 212. The platform isn't crazy important. Just pick one and get started. If you're in the US, I would recommend Robinhood, and for the UK, I would recommend Trading 212. Download it, create an account, and pick your ETF. But what if I lose money? What if the market crashes? You'll be good. The only way you lose is if you panic. Look at the history of the stock market. Do you see a pattern? It's going up. There are going to be red days, but as long as you stay committed and don't get in your head too much, you'll be fine. Think about it. If you never sell a position that's in the red, you never lose the money and you still own the same amount of shares. So download your platform, set up an automated monthly payment, join the Discord to ask questions, and make sure to watch this video to find out what type of investor you want to be.